What? Oh, this glitch. It's so annoying. Whatever. Okay, I hate this. Now I have to relog. Ugh. Stupid. Alright, there we go. Oh, yep, okay. They really need to fix that. I kind of thought they'd fix that in the last update. It's kind of annoying that it's still here for some reason. It's really stupid. But let's finish this path. Oh, what? What? No! The snow is back! I just shoveled all of this snow. It was not here before I relogged. What? Another bug. If you relog, all the snow might come back. I'm not sure why. Unbelievable. Why? I just shoveled all this. Ah, stupid. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Christmas episode on the Blue Let's Play. Today, just a warning, it's gonna be very building heavy. We are going to do a lot of building in this episode, and actually I've already done some on stream. We got a whole bunch of new candy canes all put together. I didn't even record making these, or didn't even want to put them in the video, just because of the sheer amount of building that we're going to be doing. It would take too long to include everything. But let's get right into it. Today, the first thing I want to do is make an awesome Christmas house. I'm not sure what kind of vibes it's going to be yet. I'm thinking more like almost like Home Alone house kind of vibes, like suburban house, but like kind of old, kind of ish. But yeah, let's get to building this sucker. Now, first things first, we're going to have to clear out some space over here. And I'm kind of using a little bit of a technique here, okay? If we have the back side of this building right at this this mountain groove ridge thing, whatever you want to call it, then we don't have to do the backside of the house. We don't have to, because it's gonna be covered by this mountain right here, which is perfect. It's not lazy if you're trying to find ways to be lazy, you know? There takes some thought to being lazy. Okay, we don't have to do the backside of this house because this mountain's overtaking it. The next thing I want to do is, of course, grab all the shulkers that I might be using for this build, which is probably more than I'm going to grab. I'll be running back and forth between here and the building area quite a bit, more than likely. Now I think we can probably get ready and start this build. There's a really good chance that I'm going to be changing this a lot. I'm always scared of starting big builds like this, or like intricate builds, like maybe a very detailed house, you know. But you just gotta start, and then you'll figure it out as you go. That's how I always do it. I might have like a little bit of like a bush area down here, or like a bit of a flower garden to kind of stick out a little bit, maybe. I feel like that would look a little nice right here, potentially. I wanted to have like lots of layers and stuff, and lots of just things going on with this build. I feel like that's what it needs, not just a simple square little house, you know? I may also go with some spruce up here, but I don't want to use too much spruce. I feel like a lot of people love to lean on spruce quite a bit. But I want to see what this is going to look like. Maybe have some different kind of looking windows. I'm going to try not to lean on like glass pane kind of windows. Maybe this will work? Maybe not. I'm not too sure. I am going to pull out this little stairway over here though, and we're going to make it come out further. Again, this is the part where I just do a lot of just breaking and changing, just small little details, and until I can just get it just the way I like it. That's kind of my process when I'm building, just a lot of changing things over time. Like I said about the changing, I think this front wall right here is just going to go away completely. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do about it quite yet, but I do want to see if we can maybe make this a bit different. Why I want to change that wall is because this is not some oldish house. You got to think about the time and date of when you think this house would be made. It's not the 30s, this is more of like 1980s kind of house. Okay, I have done a lot of work. I've found some inspiration on Pinterest. Not a lot, I didn't copy it. But I got some inspiration for that roof up there. And then everything else kind of just fell together. This entrance right here is going to be way different than before. And it's just looking so much more unique. I got a tiny bit of inspiration from Pinterest for that small little design that I changed the block palette up entirely. And then everything else kind of fell together. I like the terracotta for that wall over there. That looks really nice. This chimney, also very nice. Now, we kind of just gotta put everything together. And I know I'm usually say, oh, try to figure out things yourself. I think I've said that before. But sometimes you can just be scrolling on Pinterest and you just get like that smallest amount of inspiration. And then just everything else falls together. And it's amazing. Now, it kind of just gotta try to figure out the rest of it. I was a little weary about this other part up here, but we're gonna make a narrow part right above the entrance and try to mesh it in well with the rest of the roof over here. But I don't think it'll be too hard. We might go for like a little bit of a bell roof over here, and then maybe it's like a little bit taller than the rest of the roof. I'm thinking this is looking nice. This is pretty simple. I'm not sure what you call this shape. It's like it's an A-frame. That's what it is. I'm trying to get better at like the vocabulary when it comes to building. But yeah, we'll have a nice little A-frame up here. It'll be the tallest point of the build, and it kind of does mesh very well with the rest of everything. And this is pretty much the last bit of the front of the build. And there it is. I have finished everything in the front. The most important part of the build is the front, because this is the part of the build you will see the absolute most. Every day that I am hanging out in the Christmas area, I'll be seeing the front and not, you know, the sides or the back. But of course, we're gonna finish it and we're gonna put an interior in this thing today. So let's get started on this stuff and the nitty-gritty, boring stuff. Thankfully, the back and the sides, they don't have to look that pretty because, you know, as I said, no one's gonna see them. And I have tons of decorations for the inside that we will get to later. Just grabbed a bunch of shulker boxes. Yeah, I have a lot of shulker boxes. It's ridiculous. But eventually, all these shulkers will be moved inside of the house, which will be pretty sweet. It's kind of cool building in the snow. Like, there's just some ambience about building in snow. It's just so relaxing for some reason. I don't know what it is. I like it though. So right here, we're trying to establish a little bit of a something nice-ish right here. And that's because this side is actually probably the most you'll see of a side. The other side's more covered. But right here, I would like this to be somewhat nice, but not too nice, you know? Another thing with the sides of builds is you don't want them to be too extravagant, you know? You want the focus to be on the front. I'm liking this though. Now we pretty much just gotta fill it in with something basic. Nothing overly fancy. It's not very necessary. But I'm thinking this is gonna look okay. Yep, just stairs like this. Boom. Boom. And now we get some trapdoors. These spruce trapdoors, they've got to be my favorite trapdoors, by the way. These are so freaking nice. They blend in so well. And I've been using terracotta. And also, the tough walls are amazing, man. Awesome. Now we kind of got to finish the back of the roof, which might be a little awkward. This is where the back side of the build gets really bad. As I'll explain in a second, it gets really awkward. Look over here, look over here. There is a chimney that doesn't go all the way back, obviously. Chimneys aren't that big. So that means that there's like this weird space, like a weird 2-block space that was actually kind of transitioning everything. And obviously, that chimney's not gonna go in the back anymore, so now we have to transition without a chimney, if that makes any sense. I know I sound like a nerd right now, but like, yeah, this is awkward right here. It's super awkward. Unless we have this this frame right there, the green terracotta come over. I'm thinking we just not make it pretty. No one's gonna see it anyways, like I said earlier. It doesn't matter. I think I just came up with this. what if we don't finish the walls that aren't going to be seen until we get a little bit of an interior going? Because what if we base those walls that aren't going to be seen off the interior? What I'm trying to say here is we make those walls look good for the interior and not good for the outside. They'll look ugly on the outside, but on the inside, it looks great. It matches and all that, you know? Like the main focus of those walls, detail, is to be good looking for the inside. Pretty much is what I'm trying to say. Right here, you might be wondering, oh wow, that's such a boring little floor plan. It's not. This is how I like to do interiors. I like to just make a basic little floor right here, and then decide the layout of how I want things to go. It seems ridiculous, but yeah, I'm gonna break all of this spruce planks right here, and I think I'm gonna lower it a block, and this will be like a nice little living room area kind of thing. And we may also have an upstairs. A reason for the houses I like making in these new areas, just like the Halloween one, is for storage purposes. I don't like having my storage being inside of a little mountain hill wall, you know? That's no fun. I want a legitimate storage inside of my house. That would be very nice. Now I also want to change this floor. Like I said earlier, the straight spruce floor is just very temporary. Right here, we're gonna put andesite, and this will be kind of where the crap, what's it called? The fireplace. The cooking area, you know? That thing is gonna be at, and it wouldn't make sense for the floor to be wooden right there. We're also gonna split up this area. I think we're gonna have like a little bit of a transition spot right there that'll lead to the living room. And then these spruce wood can come up to the top, and that can kind of be a bit more detail for that. I also don't like having the floor of an area be the same color or block as the roof. So for this area right here where the floor is andesite, we're actually going to make the attic roof slash floor be spruce planks instead of andesite, because then it would just match and it looks funny. You want diverse blocks. You don't want the floor and roof to have the same color, because that just looks strange. Even though, I mean, if you look in the living room will have a different roof, obviously. It won't be spruce. Now, an important thing about interiors is you want to split off as many sections as you can, kind of, or just rooms. Not as many as you can, but right here, tough walls. If I had more, I'd fill up that top bit, but I ran out. We're gonna make this kind of like an entryway, so we can kind of split up that little hallway and the living room a little bit better, and it looks nice too. I'm kind of getting tired of all the shoveling, by the way. A little break from the building, you know, but yeah, every time it snows here, all of this gets covered in snow, which is super annoying. I know, someone might say, oh, but you could just cover it with torches. Torches don't work very well in this biome for it, and it would look ugly. I'm not torch spamming everything, it's gross. No way. Back to building. Let's do some interiors and just make this living room look really nice and cozy, maybe a little festive. I don't know yet. Let's start with moving the couch to this back corner, because I think that looks a little bit better, and then some end pieces. And then let's make a nice little flower pot bush thingy. I don't know what this is, but I've always wanted to make one that looks very nice. I like the color of the leaf. Then let's make a table with some diorites, which I usually don't use. I don't know why I said it that way. But let's put a cup right there to break those blocks, and now we got a nice little living room table. Then we can make a little bit of carpet here. It kind of hurt me to make this. I wanted to make it symmetrical, but I feel like this looks way better and fits nicer. Then we can have some bookshelves, because of course every interior needs some bookshelves. They just look so nice and cozy, you know? They look so pretty. I think that's looking pretty good so far. That's probably the appropriate amount of books. Then, of course, some shelves. When in doubt, if you want to fill some space, just put some gosh darn shelves. I can't talk. And let's have a desk and put a painting and I don't know what it's called. I'm stupid. What I was trying to say was an item frame, but let's get some armor stands in here, and this will be like a little stool right here. I think this will look really cool, maybe. I don't use armor stands that often for interiors, but let's try this. Like a little stool at the desk where we can do our writings and work and, you know, stuff. Let's see how that looks. I don't mind that. I really like this interior. The lighting's nice, it feels very cozy and festive. Somewhere where you can just hang out, drink a nice hot cocoa, all that good stuff. Write your book, because you're a talented writer and stuff. You'll write your books on how creepers are scary, I don't know. Something. I don't like writing, I just play Minecraft. But let's move on to the storage area. Now that top area in the attic is gonna be far from pretty, and I haven't really showed any of the building because it's just utilities, guys. It's literally just storage and utilities. That's all it is. This area is just gonna be hiding up here, and that's pretty much it. I might put all my shulkers somewhere, probably in a barrel, to be honest, because I can't really fit them anywhere else without them taking up the whole area, because I just have so many freaking shulkers. I'm happy with this, though. This may be one of my favorite house builds that I've ever done. Honestly, one of my favorite builds of all time that I've done personally. I'm very proud of this. The interior is nice too. This is definitely one of my better interiors that I have ever made. I'm very proud of this build. I don't think you guys understand, like, when I finished this build, I was like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just one of my favorites by far. It has layers, it's nice. I feel like I've definitely learned a lot while building this. And I am, by the way, gonna try to, you know, make this look a little bit better on the sides. This is technically over a nice little gap in the land. Oh, hello, stupid creeper. Go away! But yeah, I like this. I like this. And eventually, when we have more buildings in this Christmas area, which may or may not be anytime soon, it may be next year when we add another building, I don't know yet. But it'll look even better when it has some more friends around it or something. Other unique looking builds. But I'm gonna put some torches around this. Don't look at the back. Don't pay attention to it. We pretend that the back is just never happened. We might even cover the back with snow at some point. I don't know yet. Let's move on though to the next thing in this episode. Like I said, a lot of building, and we're gonna make a mega Christmas tree. Maybe not too mega. We don't want it to be too disproportionate to everything else, like the houses. Like, it doesn't need to be too much bigger than my house. That would look a little strange. But like a decently sized Christmas tree would just be so sweet. I know everything else doesn't really entirely lean to Christmas besides the candy canes. But yeah, let's make a mega Christmas tree. I think it's time for a Christmas montage. I hope you guys enjoyed that montage. Real quick though, let's do the Tower of the Awesome People. Thank you for the comments on episode 22 where we got the update 1.21.50, by the way, that signs up there. Black HD BJD, thank you for the comments. You've commented so many times. Thank you so much. Sundry Bus, a new member of the community, and Memed Jams. Thank you all for the comments on the last episode. Thank you so much. And if you want in on the next episode, make sure you comment down below. There's rules in the description and you can have the chance to get in the awesome Tower of the Awesome People. But let's get back to the Christmas area and do some more building. Right, we need some of this. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! There's a polar bear at my door! Oh! Genuinely! Oh my goodness! Oh, you scared the crap out of me! Oh! Oh my goodness! Jeez! Hello there. Your mother was very scary. But folks, we have the tree done. Almost. There's one little detail that I want to add real quick. Of course, it is a Christmas tree. It needs, gosh darn, Christmas lights. So I got this concrete powder, that's what it is, in different colors of it. And we're just going to spread it all over this Christmas tree like a so. And I think this is going to look really nice. Hopefully. But we will need to figure out something for lights, because these obviously don't give off any light whatsoever, which is kind of a bummer. But you know, we'll figure something out. We'll figure something out. Maybe some end rods would look cool. Kind of like those one Christmas decorations are out there. The hanging ones. Like, what are they called? I don't know. But something like this would also help prevent snow, because it is going to snow, and it is more than likely going to cover this tree like crazy, and which might be fine. It might look cool during the snow as all the leaves change color. That might look cool. Oh my gosh! Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh man, I think that is going to do it for today, guys. I've had a really fun time in this episode. This Christmas tree came out a lot better than I thought. In my head at first I thought it was going to be way taller, but then I realized proportionally this is just so much better. Everything really came together in this build. But that's going to do it for today. Oh, and by the way, I should show you this guy. He's been lurking in the background. Ice Bear, my pet. I raised him since he was a baby. But as I said, that's the end of the video right now. Oh wait, I would like to say the next video after next Monday's video, because I already have that one pretty much done. I don't know when that one's going to come out. As for Christmas, I've been hinted at that I may or may not be getting a PC, potentially. And I've never done any or set up anything like that, so that might delay the video on that Monday, which means we'll miss a Monday for the first time since April, so sorry about that. But if you enjoyed this video, or enjoy my channel, make sure you subscribe if you haven't, and like and comment if you want to. I've had a blast making this one. I will see you all next time. Goodbye. Love you all.